we are up to day 9, and the prompt for day 9 deals with treats. And there are 2 stories I wanted to tell in my album today, one of which I've gone ahead and written. I've written it on this Project Life card that was not in my kit, because the story I wanted to tell was a now and then, and I remembered that I had this card which was already meant to fold in half and have the now and then tags. So I'm going to put this into the pocket, but my intention is to put it behind and just have it, I need to put something at the top so that you would know it's there and be able to take it out, because I didn't really leave any room to crop it down smaller or anything like that. So I think I will just put a little tab on the top of that. So that story on the card goes with this photo that's on the front. And that photo is actually from last Christmas, and I don't really have any problem kind of repeating photos from year to year or using photos that are a mix of Christmases, because my journaling is always a mix of Christmases. And I know that this photo won't happen. This is from us hosting Christmas last year, and the story is about this jelly mold, the cranberry jello. And so because we're not hosting this year, it means I won't be making it and setting the table up like that. But I did make it for Thanksgiving this year, and I wanted to go ahead and tell that story. So it is there, but I'm using the photo from last year because I won't have a photo from this year. And then this is a photo from this year. In fact, it's a photo from today, and that is going to go with a little tale of how we make cookies together now. And then I have one card left to do any sort of extra stuff. So I'll go ahead and start. I've also just put this 4x6 card in, because it's vertical, so it's not going to fit in any of my pockets. I thought this was a nice spot for it in between prompts 8 and 9, and I'll put something on the back of it tomorrow. All I did to punch the holes was to hold it up next to a page protector and use a hole punch. Nothing scientific there. Just looked at this one as a stencil, and then punch the holes to put it in. There we go. Okay, so let's start up here at the top. I'd like to mat that photo so that it has a little bit of a break, because there's the busy pattern in the background paper, and then there's also quite a busy pattern to the photo itself. The photo has lots going on, so it would be nice to have something a bit more plain to separate the two. Just looking for which one I want. There it went. When I'm dealing with small photos, I almost always just use my scissors because it's quicker than going back and forth to the trimmer. But I know some people find that really stressful to try and cut straight with your scissors. It doesn't bother me, so that is what works best for me. But if the trimmer works better for you, then use the trimmer. I always use the trimmer when I'm working on 12x12 pages. Pretty much everything. It's only small things that I use my scissors. Okay, now I want to put some sort of tab on this. Why don't I go ahead and use that same red. And ink the edges of this. Layer that on top, and maybe just add a very plain little labeling. That can go behind there. I think because that pattern paper is so busy that I won't want to add anything else, but you know that I've just said that out loud on camera, so it probably means I'll change my mind. Okay, and this big photo going on here, and I'm going to add my number for the day to this photo. I want this at a really small angle. Today's day 9. I'd like to use something behind that 9, but what? Let's pick something perhaps from my little bowl of magical die cuts. I was thinking this. It's too big. Instead of die cut, I'm going to use this pattern paper. I'm just going to cut to the bit that coordinates up there with the top. And this is what I don't like, where the paper gap is in the middle of the number. I like to have it all solid underneath there. Okay, so that's a good spot for it. And then some wording. And I'm going to add a little bit of journaling right to this photo with my white gel pen. I think to repeat this sort of motif up here, I want to use the big star to bring in the star shape from the cookies, and then I have more of the red and greens from that same pattern paper. Just looking at which shades would be best. I think I'm going to go with these two. Sorry if you can hear the torrential rain that has just started outside my window. Not sure if you can hear it or not, but it's very loud. And gold foil star with some pop dots. Put that right in the middle. I thought I could bring in this little leaf punch with some green pound paper that has a little bit of the aqua in the detail. And I like punches like this that allow you to put the adhesive in one spot so that it'll be secure, but then it still has some movement. And it doesn't need to do a lot. It just needs to be not glued flat to the page, and just has a little bit more. Oh, I really need to spread them out a little bit more. Maybe even go on an angle rather than a frame. I think I'd actually like to pick all of this up a little bit, go higher on the page, and use my vellum label down here, which I'm going to stamp. Tiny little documented stamp and some brown ink. Just need to put that on the flat so that I can stamp it a little easier. And I'm putting it in the center horizontally, but up a little bit higher than the middle vertically so that I can put the staple like I used yesterday underneath. Do I want anything else on this? Maybe I want to bring that leaf down here. If I punch 2 more of these, and I can see if I want anything in that top left corner. That one done. And do I want to maybe put this over here with a small star? See? I won't put anything on here. I lied. Every time I say it, then I change my mind. Got this star. It's from the Thickers. The numbers. That in there. This one in this pocket, and done. There we go. So that's my entry for today, and then tomorrow's entry is going to go on the facing page. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.